hip hop culture with DJs and painting graffiti art are expressed every day within the inner cities of America and the world. You are not doing hip hop, you are hip hop.
Oh, it's time, right? I feel like Mariah Carey. It's time. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is time. Now, here's the deal. For those of you who did not know, and I swear I have not been drinking all day, but I am drinking primarily mango rum with some ginger beer. So we'll figure it out. I'm going to keep myself together. At least that's the plan. But in case you didn't know, the sun is now in Virgo, people. Can you believe it? Yes. Now, I know this sign says August 23rd, but let me tell you about that really quick, because it all depends on the year and the constellations and all that kind of stuff. So this year, the sun is in Virgo on the 22nd. So it's Virgo season. It is Virgo season. We are in the building. It goes until September 22nd. We are Earth in terms of elements, right? We are an Earth sign. Our modality is mutable. Our ruling planet is Mercury. Yeah, I know. It just came out of retrograde like a few weeks ago. So that's a good thing. And our symbol is the maiden. So let me tell you what we're going to get into today. We are going to get into some foolishness because Virgos get a bad rap. We just get a bad rap. But understand that we're going to share some things today. We're going to have some fun. We are going to roast the Virgos because a Virgo knows other Virgos. So we are going there today. I pulled some good ones. For you. They had me laughing this morning. I was like, how many can I share? I only picked like my top 4, but they're good. So let me just share a little bit because I'm not really big on the mythology and whatnot, but it doesn't hurt to share it, right? So let me tell you about Virgo through the ages really quick. I'm gonna give you a little bit of history because there is a little background to this, believe it or not, beyond it being in the stars. But Estrella, she's the celestial virgin who fled Earth during the age of iron. She was so upset about humans and their ratchet behavior, right? Now, let me make sure I get the words right. She lived among the humans during the golden age, right? So there was peace and harmony. And as she was living amongst the humans, she noticed that humanity descended into this crazy level of corruption. Now, I don't want to talk about anything today, but it sure is feeling kind of funny. But Estrella fled Earth. She left because she was really upset about all of the injustice, and her departure marked the loss of divine purity. That's where she comes from, right? So in this case, the Virgo symbolizes hope, moral clarity, and the longing for a just world. It probably explains why I feel the way I do about the underdog. Now, yeah, I was picked on as a kid, so that probably has a part of it too. But I've always been that person who is like, well, what's the just thing to do? Right? Like, it's always been somewhere in there, so who knows? Then there is Origami, right? And that tale of justice and grief and transformation comes from, she was given some wine, okay? She's a daughter of Icarus, and the shepherds thought they were poisoned, so they went and killed Icarus. I know, scandalous. And so because of that, she had her dog, and her dog helped her find her father's body, Icarus, and she hung herself. Can I say that out? Oh, I don't know if I said it on YouTube now, but she unalived herself where she found her father. All right, so in this case, there was another goddess who was so upset with Athens that she cursed them, again, enraged by the injustice. And so this tale is about a Virgo and our emotional depth, and we talk about love and loss. So there's a lot of stuff going on. That's why we're the sign who is about sacred service and also harvest. Like, that's what we're about. What can I tell you? Who knew, right? Now, like I said, we are that one. If you want a really great team, get you some Virgos. we're going to take care of some stuff. We're going to take care of some stuff for you. So we also have to shout out some of our favorite ones. And I have a lot of favorites. But Zendaya is up there, Keanu Reeves, and we have seen stories about Keanu doing some crazy things for people just because he can, right? Michael Jackson's there. Keke Palmer, one of my favorite Virgos, is there. And Ava's on there. Now, I don't have favorites in terms of cousins, but I do have favorite cousins. And some of them are of course Virgos. When we get together, it's a good time. So what can I tell you? It's a really good time. So let's talk about it. I want to get into it. Hopefully the alcohol will stay away, but it's Virgo season, baby. Good afternoon. It is 4:00 Friday. Okay, it's 5:00 in other places. Y'all know the time zone, but it is time for a live edition of Girl Listen. And I don't know, I'm a little extra hyped. Probably because it's my season. And if the good Lord allows, we'll be celebrating 50 years in like 20 something days. So that could be it too, right? It's a milestone. Like we're at the place where we're on the other side, where you get a lot of phone calls about folks going home. You know what I'm saying? That's life, right? That is life. So let me say some shout outs really quick. And yeah, I've got some confetti. Now, I don't know. The last time I popped this, it was kind of on the wax side, but I bought them, and so they're here. But shout out to my sister here is here. Hello, Jessica. Lisa is in. Lisa, Lord have mercy. Okay, so clearly I've been drinking a little bit. Okay, not gonna lie. But Lisa Seeley's in the building. Ron Foster is here. And there is a lot of love going back and forth. Okay, so let me just say this. Now, I liked the color, right? Because I'm all about like pinks and oranges and things. But yeah, I mean, it's ginger beer. I'm doing a whole entire thing about ginger beer. It's a great mixer. But yeah, it's tasty. Mm-hmm. It is tasty. Let me just say that. So we're gonna make this work. And since I'm talking about that, if you want your own merch, you can go to the Veiled Vault and pick up your own Girl Listen or Small Biz Bites or Ladies Listen Up merch. You can do that too. So let me get back to it because it's Virgo season. Now I'm going to pop this. And I swear to the good Lord Almighty, this better bring something. Because the last time I popped it, it was kind of whack. But we want to... I turn it. Uh-oh. Okay, so... Oh! Okay. Well, there's a lot of paper in my bosom. So there's that. You know, if I could write a review about this popper, I'd probably say pass, but I guess it's good for like the little ones. It's good for the little ones. It'll work. It'll work right now. The good thing is that if you look over my shoulder, that is not a bottle of champagne, people. No. It is a confetti popper. So we are going to end this show right with something special. Yes, I have extras. And I have the confetti cannon. And we're not doing a powder bomb. So we're going to have a good one today. Is it a Moscow? You know what? That's a good question. I don't know, Lisa. I just said, hey, I gotta go live. I have the ginger beer and I know I have some rum. So, but I do have a whole host of recipes that I'll be sharing in October because you can do a lot with ginger beer. You can do a lot. Yes, it was not the powder bomb this time, man. Y'all, Oh, Lord, I can't do that again. I can never make that mistake again because that was the pits. Okay. You talk about cleaning for weeks, not days, weeks. There was blue powder everywhere. And I think if you look in certain crevices, there probably still is some blue powder. I got the majority of it up. I am happy with it. The world will keep turning. So we're talking about Virgos. We are talking about one of the best signs in the zodiac. I know you guys know this, so we're not going to act like we don't know this. But when it comes to Virgos, here is the affirmation for this season. And this is real. This is real, right? This is about honoring your clarity and your care and your calling. And you are allowed to be both precise and powerful. That is what the Virgo season is about. Like, there is the new moon tomorrow, August 23rd. There is the new moon. And that offers an opportunity to set your intentions, is a place to focus on establishing helpful habits and rituals. That's what Virgo is about. Now, I know people are like, you guys are always doing the most. We have our moments, but it's good for you, okay? It is good for you. Now, September 21st, there will be a solar eclipse in Virgo, right? And so that is your time to let go of the past. That's the time to let go of the past. I'm giving you all the dates now. Show stuff in order. So with that, how do we honor this energy? How do we honor the Virgo energy in this season? Lisa, rum is neither, vodka is Moscow, Mexican is tequila. Oh, really? Okay. Well, Lisa, I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't think I have one of those recipes. I don't think I have a Moscow or Mexican mule in my list. I have a whole bunch of other recipes, though. I will tell you that. We did a lot of research. So she said, I just Googled it. When you use rum, it's called a Caribbean mule. Really? Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you looking out for me. So now I can just add that in to my set. And can I just say this really quick? As a person who records a show that spots like wine and alcohol, you don't have to drink it all. The first and second season, I drank every single glass. Not a good thing. It's too much. It's too much. So to honor the energy of the Virgo, you want to declutter your space and your mind, journal your intentions, refine your systems. So if you're a Notion lover like me, we're talking to you. And then celebrate your quiet wins. Now, I am not a person who likes to put a size on wins because they're not big and they're small. They're not. They're a win. A win is a win. But there are silent wins, you know? So the other day, I was invited to speak, right? There was an invitation. Like, I haven't done that kind of thing in a little bit, right? And I was like, that's awesome. Now, I can't do because I already have plans. And so I gave them someone else's name to use. But I thought someone thought about me in regards to their special events, right? That's a quiet win. We're not out there shouting it or whatever. But you can celebrate all the wins, even the quiet ones, the quiet wins. Let's talk about our vibes, shall we? Because Virgo's got some vibes. I know y'all know. We have precision. We have a lot of discernment. We are devoted to improvement. I am a self-help person. I don't know how many times I have read, and I don't read self-help books in terms of self-help. I read it more for growth and evolution. I'm always learning, but I do believe in improving. I am service-oriented. If you got something and you need some help, I am going to offer that help. I'm going to be like, you need some help? I can come and do XYZ for you just because that's what's in my heart. We are emotionally intelligent. Man. Now, look, you want to talk about someone's emotional intelligence? You need to speak to a couple of Virgos because we got that down. And I even read about that too. Quietly, we are powerful. Now, some of us like to put it out there, which I completely agree with. And others were like, we got it when we have to. Don't test us is what we're saying. But Virgo energy is the art of sacred refinement. We are always getting the things together. Always. Now, here are some more well-known Virgos. I'm sure you guys know about this. We got Jada Pinkett Smith. She's September 18th. I'm the 17th, by the way. We know she's an actress, producer. She's a host of the Red Table Talk. She channels Virgo's depth and healing energy through candid conversations and advocacy. Now, I'm not going to lie. About a year or so ago, and I know she's a Virgo, but she's getting on my last nerve. I'm just going to say it. Sometimes Virgos can even annoy other Virgos. It happens. Even we sometimes can't stand ourselves. It is a thing. And I know Ron knows this because I have a dear Virgo brother that we worked together, and I could not understand why for the life of me, this child irked he wrote all my nerves raw. Every single nerve. I was like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. And then I found out when it was his birthday, which is also on my favorite cousin's birthday. I was like, dadgummit, he's a Virgo. That's what it is. That is why we are butting heads every moment. And it's like, I couldn't one up him. Well, I could, and then he would come right back. So I thought, he is me. He is the male version of me. And it is awful. It is awful, people. So I get it. Not all Virgos alike. I love us. No. Shout out to Hannah, who is here. Hello. And Ron, of course, Ron knows we are a handful, the two of us. But we got Salma Hayek. She is also a Virgo. She's a powerhouse, obviously, in Hollywood and activism. And Stephen King. He is the master of horror and a prolific author. Yes. Virgos be doing some things. Now, we talked about Beyonce last time, so I'm not going to bring her up again. But my niece is a Virgo. And when I say I am surrounded by Virgo energy, man, but I love it. I love us. And then also us gets on my last nerve. A handful indeed. We are a handful. So let's talk about some of our archetypes, because there are different kinds depending on how all your stars and whatnot align, all the houses. But you will see the sacred servant. We are devoted to healing, helping, refining systems for the greater good. We, if you want to think of examples, Florence Nightingale, is one. Beth Harmon from the Queen's Gambit, that's another one. We could also be the quiet strategist. We observe everything. Let me say this really quick. Please don't think that if we don't acknowledge the foolery that we didn't see it. Okay? We saw it. We took notes. We took pictures. We probably even have video. We have mad receipts. So when the time comes, we will bring up those mad receipts. Okay? But we don't always have to call it out. I'm just going to say that for you really quick. Ron knows. So we are the quiet strategists. We observe everything. We speak with precision. We move with intention. So you'll see it like Shuri from the Black Panther, or Spencer Reid from Criminal Minds. I like Spencer Reid. There's also the analyst. We break down the complexity into clarity. We often are the brains behind the operation. We don't mind leading from the back. It's okay. But these are your Virgo-coded characters like a Lisa Simpson or a Velma or a Data from Star Trek. That's who you're looking for in those places. That's what that is. Like how Ron says, Lord, indeed, I know. Okay. Now, I love a good meme. I do. So I had to. When I found these this morning, I was like, Gwendolyn, how many are you going to take? So we're going to roast Virgos because this is who we are. So, your Virgo, they're at their therapist, and the Virgo's like, you need to let people in. You need to put your guards down, take down the walls, let them in. And Virgos are like, hey, the door's not locked, although the door handle is a cactus. Now, trust. If you can break through the barrier, you will be so excited once you break through the barrier. If you can break through the barrier, right? That's the case. But my favorite, because this feels like me at times, is the Virgo apology. So Virgo is going to say, I apologize for the mean, hurtful, and accurate things I said to your sensitive ass. Yes, we will apologize without apologizing, because that's who we are. That's what we do. Then we also talk about how we are, I don't think we're cold necessarily, but we have our moments. So if you're out on a date and the guy's like, hey, can I get to know you? Our response is why? Like, seriously, why? For what? We don't have to go this far, bruh. It's okay. You are okay exactly where you are. Like, no, thank you. But even better is when we say that we want love. I just want to be married to my special someone already, right? And at the exact same time, I am a Virgo, because I don't have this problem with my husband, but a Virgo's like, look at the way this bitch eat toast. I'm not dealing with this shit. Now, let me tell you really quick. There was a coworker years ago. We were at Life with Me. I could not complete my lunch because he was eating chicken. And the way he was eating this chicken, oh my God. I was like, what the fuck is going on over here? Like, it was a scene. It was a scene. And I thought, Gwendolyn, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. I just, So did this make sense to me? Yeah. Do we look at every single thing? Yes, we do. Now, my husband doesn't have those kinds of habits. Thank you, Jesus. He doesn't close doors. I know that much. I know where he's been because the door's not closed. And that's all the doors. Pantry door, cabinet door. I mean, I'm just like, ugh. But at this point, we're like 8 years in, married, 9 years altogether. The door is nothing. But if he had some eating habits, I don't know, we would have got this far. I'm not gonna lie to you. as much as I like to say that. But yes, I love us. I love Virgos. You know, we're so meticulous and we're so aware of what's going on that, you know, if I could keep my face silent, I'd probably be further ahead in life. I'm just, you know, maybe. Maybe. Now, I do want to say this. I want to say this because a sister has been drinking, like a lot too. There is a lot going on in the world right now, and I should probably go full screen. Hold on. There's a lot going on in the world right now. But I believe every single one of us has to take a little bit of a break to recognize we're still here, right? The world is ablaze. It is like 6 alarm, 5 alarm, 10 alarm fire. I don't know. We're in the depths of hell. That's where we are. But with all that said, we're still here. And I said it at the beginning of the year. I'm going to say until whenever. But joy is a revolutionary act. And so if we can take 30 minutes to just have a little fun, you know, roast ourselves, just laugh and be light, then why not? And so with that, I want to give you a Bible verse. Want to get you a Bible verse? Because sometimes I like to go there. Sometimes I like to go there. You know, they say in the church, if you want to open your books up to 2 Timothy, let me not do that. Okay, so it says, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. I know there's a lot of stuff going on out there. I know it. But we're not walking in fear, okay? I'm not doing it. I'd be damned. I'm not doing it. So while I am here, and while you're here, we are going to recognize what's happening. We will act accordingly, but we will also find some time to enjoy that we're here. The good Lord put us here for a little something. So goddamn, we got to figure that out. We got to keep on keeping on. You know what I'm saying? I like how Ron calls me out, the PK girl. You know what? Let me say something real quick. I am on a do not disturb. And I appreciate how my husband is calling me during my show. Now, he know good and darn well that it's 4 o'clock Central until 4:30. And it is 4:24. I'm not even going to answer it. Woo, Mr. Jack, I tell you, man, we're going to have a conversation. Clearly. So let me do this really quick as I wrap this up. We have our work and chill every Thursday. We are just, vibing out. This is a time of community. Get you some good people. I don't care where they are. Maybe you're meeting in person. Maybe you are meeting virtually. Can we get Mr. Jack on the show? I have asked him about that. At one point he said yes. And then when I'm ready, he's like, no. I'll see what I can do. He doesn't mind being off camera. He doesn't, something about being on camera is just, it's not his thing. You know what I mean? I'm working on it. Maybe Tyler, what it's like to be married to a Virgo. You know what? I could put up some hidden cameras. I was like, try it. Well, I could put some hidden cameras and see what happens. But then we may have Mr. Jack in some really bad, well, okay, never mind. We'll see what we can do about that. I'll see what I can do. Then we have our very last episode, our very last workshop. We have, we're talking about YouTube, and it is about engagement and monetization. That is going to be happening Tuesday, August 26th. Yeah, sometimes them cameras catch all the things you don't want them to catch. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need that. We don't need that. We also have Rooted and Rising. It's a new group coaching experience for creators who want to grow without losing themselves. More of that is coming, so stay tuned for that. You can scan the QR code if you like. And then we also have the Mature and Marvelous email list. That's where we are. And let me say this. Maturity is not about age necessarily. It's a mindset. So just want you to know that, yes, you can get on that email list and get some really good information across the board. So it's not just stuff for, like, I don't want to say older ladies, we'll say older ladies. Lisa says, Mr. Jack said, what show? I will. Anytime he comes in here, he's like, are you on camera? I was like, no, sir, I'm not on camera. Because I don't need everybody seeing your business. You know what I'm saying? Seeing your business. I don't need that. But Dr. Tachi is here. Hello, Dr. Tachi. Let me just make sure I cover all my bases. I think I got everything. Did I not? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I do want to end it because it is Virgo season. And you guys know I love a good popper. Hold on. Let me move my drink because I don't want to put anything in there. But it's going to probably get in there anyway because it's so big. But I love these things. Like, they are the best, right? So with all things, I want to welcome in a really good Virgo season. This is your time to get your stuff together, right? Declutter your mind, find helpful habits and rituals. Get your mind right. Let some things go. Mr. Jack does just fine. Okay? He does just fine. First of all, okay, so really quick, and I know I'm almost at my 30. There is no powder. No, there is no. I triple checked it. There's no powder. But Mr. Jack, I was thinking about. I was doing this other episode for Ladies Listen Up, and it's about partnership. And when we have our afternoon chats, Mr. Jack has gotten to a place where if he's like, ooh, that should be a podcast title or topic, he'll say that should be a podcast title. And I will just stop because we're on the phone and open up a quick note and write down some stuff and then save it for later. That's my partner. Now, I know I call him Mr. Jack. It's Kenneth, but yeah, it's fun to say Mr. Jack. We like to go there. So he is my partner. He won't get on the camera. He will help film. Sometimes he actually catches it, and other times I'll give him the camera. It is on. He'll turn it off, and I think I've recorded something, and I have nothing. And we do it again. It's like, no, we're gonna do it again. So he's a great partner. He's a great partner. She says, yes, we asked that earlier. I trust. I had to get it right. Okay, so this is welcoming in all of the Virgos and wishing all of you a great Virgo season, I'm already getting kind of, because this actually pops, but I don't know why I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. It got into my glasses. Oh man. Okay, and it's my drink, but guess what? It's just Mylar. I'm gonna still drink it. Okay. All right, I think we're good with that. I should probably wrap this up, but we're gonna have a good time. Ugh. We have more great episodes coming, and on the actual day, as there's still confetti falling, and it's back on the ceiling. As the actual day comes up, Wednesday, September 17th, my actual day of birth, we'll be doing a live virtual party. So we're gonna have more confetti, more bubbles. I gotta find some copyright-free music. I mean, you know. At the end of the day, we're gonna have a good time, regardless. Hello, Danielle. Hey, she's a Michigan Virgo. You are a Michigan Virgo, right? I just want to make sure I got that right, because we love all the Virgos here. We're celebrating all the Virgos. You might want to check that ceiling. I know, right? I just cleaned it, but I'm already seeing confetti up there. It's going to be there until next year, because I'm not getting up there anytime soon. And shout out to my mother who is here. You know what? If I'm lucky, because I'm going to be home very soon, maybe I can get mother to tell the story about when I was born. We'll have to pre-record it, because clearly we'll see if we can get mother on the show through a pre-record to share the story about when I was born, because the way she tells the story, it just has all the charm that we tend to appreciate, and she finds it funny. She said that ceiling is angry. Yes. All right, people, I'm gonna see you all, Lord willing, next Friday. Hey, it's G. Thank you for watching this episode of Girl Listen. Be sure to catch me every Friday at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. And while you're here, I cordially invite you to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you all next week.